This month I chose B corporations. And let me first say actually that if you have a target market that you're interested in and you'd like me to feature as the target market of the month, I am open to your suggestions. I can't promise that I'll do it, but I will certainly consider it. I want to try over the course of the year to show a broad range of different types of markets that people I'm working with are reaching out to and focused on. And B Corps is a very interesting one because a lot of creative professionals really want to work with organizations that are doing good and that are making a positive impact on the world. Who wouldn't want that, of course? Sometimes they're nonprofits and don't have a lot of money to spend. But I think beyond the world of nonprofit, there is this other world that is growing, and it's called B corporations. So if you're not familiar with them, I just want to show you a little bit about what they are and what they do. So you can find them at bcorporation.net. And if you scroll down, you'll see, and I'll just read out their positioning statement. Basically, certified B corporations are a new kind of business that balances purpose and profit. They are legally required to consider the impact of their decisions on their workers, customers, suppliers, community, and the environment. This is a community of leaders driving a global movement of people using business as a force for good. So who wouldn't want that? And this is like an S Corp, a B Corp. There's an actual certification process that they put you through. So it's not easy. You can't just sign up and pay your money. There's a process that you have to go through. But so far, as you can see, 2,788 companies have gone through that process in 150 different industries in 64 countries, and they all have ostensibly one unifying goal, and that is to use business as a force for good. And I'd be curious, actually, when we open it up for discussion shortly, if people on the call have had experience with B corporations, whether it's in this community or just some of the clients or prospects you've worked with are certified B corporations. But this is definitely something that's growing. And the reason I think it's important from a marketing point of view is because it is a community and it offers the resources that you need if you're going to market to a community, to a target market. So I want to show you some of those. The most important one really is their directory. So right here in the upper right-hand corner, I'm just going to click on the B Corp directory. And essentially, we can search those 2,788 companies according to industry or location. So here you can see it's all different industries, lots of different industries. They said 150 different industries. And because most of us are in marketing and communications, I'm going to choose that one. And I'm going to say US, although they have obviously all different countries. And this is what you get back as a result. And if you scroll down, you can see that there are at least 10 pages of them, probably more. And then if you click on each one, let's click on Tom's of Maine, which is a familiar one. You get what they call their impact report. So all sorts of information about how they're doing good, governance, workers, community, environment, customers, and then obviously website and Facebook page. So there is some contact information here, not a lot. You don't get email addresses, so that you're going to have to research either on their website or via LinkedIn. But the reason this quantity and quality of information is important is because when you're going to do your targeted outreach, personalizing and customizing these messages is one of the most important things. So if that's what will get them to respond. So if, for example, you reference the fact that they're a B Corp, that's a check off the list in the first place. And then if you show that you've done your homework, you've done your research, you understand what's important to them, you can even refer to some of the data here and some of the information, then that will make them take note of your message over other ones that are much more generic, basically. So I want you to use this information to really get to know some of the companies that you're interested in reaching out to, and then do the targeted outreach with that information in mind. Okay, then I want to show you on LinkedIn. This is their LinkedIn page, the LinkedIn page, B-Lab, for the company. You can see that they have 19,000 plus followers. I don't think there's a way to access the actual followers, but if you can find a way, then please let me know. But if you're looking for people who support B corporations or who are interested but may not already be one themselves, then this is a good way to access them. So for example, they're posting here some of their posts or blog posts. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let me try it this way. Okay, here's one. For example, you see that this post has 44 likes. And if I click on the likes, then I get 44 people who are interested all in the same thing. Maybe they even commented on it. And in your outreach, then you can refer to and connect with them using this as the connection, right? Because on LinkedIn, and we'll talk a little bit about that also, the thing that's going to make someone want to say yes to your invitation to connect is that you have something in common and that you're making it personal. So that's just one really simple way to find 44 possible people who have something in common and are interested in this if you are also. All right. Then I want to show you their blog. This is the Be the Change blog. So if you're creating content, then this might be a good outlet for some of your content if it's around this idea of social good and companies that are doing social impact. You might be able to write for them. You might be able to connect with some of the writers, right? So lots of good information that you can find about what they're interested in, what they care about on their blog. Similarly, by following the social media, you can see who are those 42,000 followers. I mean, the thing about social media that I find really interesting, especially because a lot of times people aren't sure exactly what they should be posting. And yes, it is important to post, and it's important to share and like and comment and all of that. You can spend your 30 minutes a day doing that. But mostly what's valuable in my mind is the lists of followers on Twitter, on Instagram, on, you can see and you can who is following a particular company or organization or person, then those are possible people for you to connect with. So it's really easy and sometimes actually overwhelming to put together a list of prospects when you have so many resources available to you. And how do you choose which ones? You have to have a certain criteria. But the point I'm making here is that there are lots of ways to access the different people that you're interested in. All right, and then finally, I just want to show you one marketing communications firm that I'm aware of. This is called RoundPeg. I'm just going to click on their logo to go to the main page. It's called roundpegcom.com. And you can see mission is meaningless in attracting customers, but it's everything in keeping them loyal. That's one of their positioning statements. But this is their main statement. RoundPeg is the marketing consultancy that works with B Corps and other for-benefit businesses to amplify their impact and do more good. We help social impact companies discover and activate their purpose to engage customers, increase retention, and build loyal communities of influence. So very clearly, they are targeting this market. They are a member of the B Corp community. They have been certified as a B Corp, and they have, focused their attention and are speaking directly to that market. So if that's of interest to you and you want to model, this is an interesting example. All right, and then actually I just wanted to show you one more thing, which is their impact report. So if you're a freelancer, designer, copywriter, or something else, and you want to work with agencies and marketing communications firms that are in this world, then there are several of them, and this is one that you might want to reach out to.